Officers in Manchester get massively high hits of drugs.
I mean, that's about as high as it goes.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you've never ever been in contact with cocaine?
Where are you travelling from?
A cigarette smuggler gets aggressive when his stash is seized.
Move the camera, you understand?
You carry on like that and you find yourself in a cell.
And officers face a string of lies in Dover.
No cigarette, I promise.
He's got his driver's laptop case. More cigarettes.
In Manchester, a flight has just landed from Jamaica. Sniffer dog Roddy is in operation on the hunt for any traces of cocaine. Roddy gives a clear indication on this passenger, and officers Liz and Kev step in to investigate.
You got a passport and ticket?
What's that?
Do you have a passport and ticket?
Yeah, travelling together, yeah? Yeah. You want to come over here? I'll have a quick chat with you then.
With over 1,000 cocaine seizures a year, border officers know that cocaine smugglers come in all shapes and sizes.
How long you been away for?
A week.
You been before? No? What do you think of it?
It's nice.
Is this the same bag you took out with you?
Yep.
Okay.
The officers take the passports and swab for signs of drug use.
Just got traces, quite high traces of cocaine off a gentleman's passport, so I'll ask him if he's had any contact with drugs, if he's used at all, and take it from there. Just want to quick swab of your passport, see if there's any traces of drugs on it. And there is traces of drugs. Have you ever used anything?
No.
Ever smoked weed or ever used anything stronger than that?
Smoke, no.
No? Never had any sort of contact with drugs ever?
Well, not that, no.
Right, okay.
The man clearly states he's had no contact with drugs, but officers know from experience not to believe everything they're told.
I just found a very small trace of cocaine. I've been swabbing around in his jeans pockets and things like that, so it's only a small one, but it's still a trace.
Liz's job now is to work out if he's a user or a smuggler.
You sure you've never ever used or been in contact with cocaine?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, if you have, tell me now, because it's a lot easier. No? Okay. Just found a very small trace. You see I've been swabbing your clothes and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's come from your clothes, so...
With a bit more pressure, Kev's suspect begins to contradict himself.
Have you ever used drugs any time, even if it was a long time ago?
Yeah, I've used it before, yeah.
What have you used and how long ago?
Well, I don't want to discuss that because it's personal, you know what I mean?
Well, it's relevant to...
It's not relevant because I haven't got no drugs on me, so I don't
Well,
answer that question.
I don't know that. All I can go off is
Well, you can
the
say
traces
you won't find no drugs.
that I'm getting.
Liz then swabs her passenger's suitcase, and the hit for cocaine is almost off the scale. The officers are now convinced the two suspects are carrying drugs.
That is out the bottom of your suitcase.
I don't know, it's yeah.
I mean, that's about as high as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you're telling me you've never ever been in contact with
No.
cocaine?
Well, I've seen it. I've never had a lighter or nothing like that in my life.
No?
No.
I've done inside your bag. I've got, well, I'll show you. Cocaine high. It's a really, really high reading for cocaine from inside your bag.
Yeah.
Now, if you use it every now and then, I'm not bothered. I just need to know.
I didn't use it, that's what I'm trying to say to you.
But the officers need answers, or the search will need to go deeper.
At the end of the day, I need to know where the traces are coming from. If it's definitely not from you using,
Yeah.
I've got to think you might have something concealed on you or in you
You can search me
somewhere.
as much as you want, mate. I ain't got, that's what I've told you. You can search, do whatever searches you want to do.
All
Not
right.
to hide.
Okay.
If I had something to hide, I wouldn't have said that I'd made that with him and I walked straight off and I said no.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a fair comment. Yeah, all right.
But some background checks reveal that Kev's passenger has a criminal record for dealing heroin.
Stuff on CRO, supply heroin in 03, various theft, kindred drugs going back 5 to 6 years.
The officers now have proof that at least one of them is lying. At Gatwick Airport, a courier shipment has just arrived at the freight terminal. It's up to the border officers to ensure that any hidden drugs don't make it onto the streets. Drugs dog Megan has been brought in to speed up the search.
We're just about to search some cargo from South America, some DHL mail, from places like Colombia, Venezuela, things like that. So we're just waiting till they get all the stuff off the pallet, and then we'll let it go.
The sniffer dog's nose is 10 times as powerful as a human. But today, it's Officer Andres who spots a suspicious smell.
When I opened the box, there appeared to be a slight chemical odour coming from the box. Appears to be very heavy, this bag. There's all these unusual large buttons on them.
Highly suspicious, Andres calls in the expert.
Steve, do you want to just let the dog have a sniff of this? Sure. We're not trained to sniff it. It wouldn't be very good health and safety-wise.
Sniffing out smugglers is a job best left to the dogs. And Megan's indication on the buttons couldn't be any clearer.
Is that a good indication?
Yeah, that'll do.
But there's only one way to find out for certain.
Just make an incision, just see if there is anything in these buttons. We have seen it in buttons, yeah. They tend to put drugs in large buttons like these. Yeah, there appears to be a white powder inside there. I'll do a test on that just to make sure it is. Appears to have gone blue, indicating the presence of cocaine.
It's another hit for the freight team. With 3 bags all covered in huge buttons full of cocaine, it's a seizure worth tens of thousands of pounds.
This particular package is going to a private individual in Spain, so we'll inform the Spanish authorities, and then they'll make a decision as to whether they want to do a controlled delivery on the premises or get a warrant to search the premises. Take it from there, really.
Nice job. Cheers, mate.
In Manchester, officers are still trying to find out why 2 passengers have triggered massively high readings for cocaine.
It's not something we're going to use. We're not going to go and tell the police this person's admitted doing this, that or the other. I just need to know why there's traces there. That's the only reason I keep asking you. I know you're probably getting fed up with it now, I keep asking the same questions, but I just need to know why there's traces there. That's cool, that's my job. I've got to, if I let you walk out of here with all these traces of coke and no explanation, my boss is going to say to me, well, you know, why have you done that? So that's the only reason I keep asking you.
Kev's suspect has admitted previous convictions for heroin dealing, but both suspects are adamant they've had no recent contact with cocaine.
I'm getting really high traces off the case, higher than I've had off anything else, you know what I mean? I don't know why, you know, like off the bottom, that's like from underneath the lining. But I've x-rayed it, there's nothing.
My guy's been done for dealing Class A, hasn't he, in the past? The probably it's used, it might have been out there organising something.
Liz re-x-rays her passenger's suitcase for any hidden concealments.
How long have you had it, mate? Yeah. Just getting really, really massive hits. That's where I've had the biggest hits for cocaine, and there's nothing there. It doesn't weigh anything, so.
I've just swapped these debit cards and it's completely off scale, absolutely right to the top for coke.
The officers are getting frustrated with the evasive answers.
When was the last time you used coke?
Months ago, I can't remember.
Right. Okay.
Kev's passenger has admitted using cocaine, but it's Liz's suspect who still says he's never touched drugs, despite all the evidence against him.
Yeah, because the dog indicated on you, I mean, that's the reason we stopped you. Want to be sure you've got nothing on you. We found traces of cocaine all over your baggage. You've denied use or contact with cocaine. You travel frequently. The trip was booked by somebody else. It's just one of our indicators. So the lads are just going to take you into a private room now and search you. All right.
Running out of possible causes, Liz examines his footwear. If he's a swallower, traces of drugs would seep into the shoe. But hits off the laces would suggest he's recently handled drugs while using.
And that's off his laces. You seen that off the laces? See, I've got a problem because I've really, really massive traces off your laces. There's nothing off, there's like a little trace, sort of like inside your shoes. Yeah. But off your laces, it's just like, it's almost over the bars again. It's like there's been loads of cocaine in contact. I mean, well, I mean, inside, but like I say, off your laces, I've never seen anything so high off laces. Obviously, the concern is you might have something internally. If we were
scanner if you want.
You'd be all right with that, would you?
Yeah, I don't take no, and I have brought no, but
okay.
Jamaica a bit stupidest thing to bring somewhere.
Well, people do, yeah.
I know. But...
So What about a urine test? If we did a urine test, what would that show us?
What, my intestines?
A urine test, you know, like a pee test.
Oh, my pee test?
Yeah.
A bit of cannabis?
Bit of cannabis, but...
cannabis, yeah.
Yeah, it does show cannabis, yeah, but no cocaine.
No.
A baffled Liz has investigated the massive cocaine hits as far as she can. With no hard evidence, the men are free to go.
I'm not being funny, but you don't find one, what can you do?
All right. Go home and burn all your stuff and...
No, yeah, we've just been totally searched and they're saying I've got traces of cocaine in my laces in my shoes, but I don't have a clue where that could have come from. Cheers.
Thanks,
It's happened about 5 times before, so it's nothing new. But to find traces of cocaine in our shoelaces, that's a new one. But I don't know where the hell it could have come from.
At Manchester Airport, a flight has just arrived from Pakistan. Border Officer Richard is x-raying bags on the lookout for excessive quantities of cigarettes.
Looking at the screens, if you can see any cigarettes on these monitors here. There's quite a few in the bag, it'll look fairly obvious. On a flight like this, we expect to pull off anywhere from none to 20 bags full of cigarettes or partly full of cigarettes.
Passengers have a maximum of 200 cigarettes, and border officers like Az know to take nothing at face value.
There isn't any particular bag that will be specific to a type of smuggling. It's any type of bag is suspicious. We look at all types of bags, whether they could be more firm than others, then again they could be also quite soft. So it really doesn't matter on the type of bag.
OK, we've got one here which is more or less full of cigarettes.
And for people hoping to smuggle tobacco, the X-ray means there's nowhere to hide.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 800 in that block there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 800 there. There's more lined up that way. There's more there. And this is similar, not as obvious, but there's looks like cigarettes there as well.
The bags go back on the belt as Az heads upstairs to see who will claim the suitcases.
Hi there, sir. Are you travelling alone?
Yeah.
Just a quick X-ray of your bags, please. Where are you travelling from? X-ray your bags this way, please.
Az starts with some simple questions.
These all your bags?
Yeah. All right.
Have you ever been stopped by customs before? Have you ever been stopped by customs before? All right. The way to do it is by answering the questions, all right? OK. Well, you're going to have to answer them. Go around and bring your bags over to the bench, please.
Officers often face angry passengers, and the man seems annoyed at being stopped.
Excuse me? Well, if you grab the suitcase, then come over to the bench, all right?
The man's already angry, but things are only going to get worse when he finds out Az will be seizing all his cigarettes. In Dover, officers have stopped 2 Bulgarian lorries. Each driver is allowed only 200 cigarettes, but a quick search found over 1,000 in one of the cabs. Suspecting they're hiding more, both lorries will now be searched.
This one over here is the one that actually got the cigarettes. He's got his girlfriend with him. Because we're travelling together, same company, we're going to do this one as well. Because this driver here, he declared no cigarettes either, just some cigars. How good is your English?
This man lied about not having any cigarettes. The other lorry driver is adamant he doesn't have any.
Chef, how many is in here? In here? Cigarettes, how many?
No cigarettes.
Sure?
No cigarettes. I'm promise, no cigarettes.
But when you know where to look, the driver's lie is easily exposed.
What have we got here then? Big Jake?
It's got 14 cartons.
14? Yeah. Same place? Oh no. Oh, that's the result then.
Stuffed into the cab lining are over 3,000 cigarettes. With massive profits to be made, drivers use every available space to hide cigarettes.
He's already lied once. He said he had no cigarettes at all. You see, we found 15 cartons of each carton's got 200, so that's 3,000 in total. You know, he's lied once, so we'll continue our search of the cab unit to see if there's any more cigarettes in there.
But some of this man's efforts to hide his cigarettes are laughable.
Have you got any more in here yet?
I'm on the front, I took all ones at the front.
Yeah.
Lifted up the bunk and it's got a rubbish concealed, proper rubbish.
Is it?
It's just like little green plastic over it, something like that.
So there is more fags in there? Brilliant.
The officers suspect he's used the hidey hole before.
Oh dear.
Basically, all the food across the top, just that green plastic on top. Take that off, just green plastic and cigarettes underneath. Very simple. Not very complicated. He's just relied that he doesn't get stopped. And that's why he's got through.
With both lorry drivers having lied about not carrying any cigarettes, officers will be imposing a strict punishment.
But because he's used the unit to smuggle the cigarettes in, and as a punishment, he'll lose the cab unit. The only way he can get the cab unit back is he'll have to incur a fine. And how we come to the figure of the fine is we work out how many cigarettes he's got, add them all up, and then we work out the duty on these cigarettes, what the duty would be equivalent in UK.
For the drivers, it's an expensive lesson. And it doesn't go down well. Back in Manchester, Officer Az is also dealing with strong language from his feisty passenger.
Do you have any photo ID travel documents? Yeah, I do. Can I see them, please? Can I see them? How long were you away for?
2 months.
All right. What was the purpose of your visit? I'm sorry?
Family business, isn't it?
Okay. I'm going to look inside your bags. Did you pack everything yourself?
Yeah, no, my uncle.
Do you know what's inside the bags?
Clothes, isn't it?
All right. Has your uncle's packed it?
Yeah.
All right. Do you understand you can't bring any controlled drugs, indecent, obscene material, firearms into the country?
Yeah.
Do you know what your allowance for cigarettes are?
Huh?
Do you know what your allowance for cigarettes are?
Well, just do your job, mate.
Do you know what your allowance are?
What?
Have you got any cigarettes in here?
Yeah, I've got cigarettes in here.
How many have you got?
Tuna.
A tonner?
Yeah, tuna.
What's it, 20?
Yeah.
All right. Your allowance is only 200, OK? So you've got 20 sleeves. It's too many, OK?
Oh.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the man's mood changes.
Do you work at the moment? Excuse me.
Yeah, tell him to me
Look,
why is
look,
the camera on my face?
I'm going to do these bags,
yeah,
OK?
Tell the guy's a little
Right, well, there's no need to be like that.
Tell him to move then.
All right.
Move the camera over the understand.
You seeing this here?
With the passenger getting aggressive, Officer Gary steps in.
What do I do now?
Do you want to read it here?
Yeah, go on, read
You
it.
threaten or intimidate the staff,
Yeah.
you could be arrested.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you carry on like that and you find yourself in a
Yeah.
cell.
All right, mate, no
so
problem.
you keep your mouth shut and they go with this, okay?
He was quite obstructive. He's not, I wouldn't say he's an easy passenger. He was quite obstructive.
So how much are you allowed? 200 or 400?
200. But because you haven't declared them,
200.
you won't be... Yeah, that's right.
But the man won't be leaving with his allowance.
You go over 200, you lose everything.
Yeah.
Once you exceed your allowance, you lose the right to an allowance. So therefore, today you'll be going home with no cigarettes. Do you understand that? No, that won't be going back.
What?
I just explained.
Allowed 200 or that's 200.
I just explained it to you.
200.
Once you exceed your allowance, you lose the right.
Everything.
If you let me finish, you
What
lose.
age just like
The man has exceeded his allowance by 5,000 cigarettes. He's not best pleased he'll be leaving with none.
Yeah,
25
sleeves.
26.
26 sleeves.
26 sleeves.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right, now, what I'm going to do, OK?
What you're going to do is what you're going to do.
I'm going to get some paperwork sorted out for you and get you going, all right?
Keep happy, mate. Be happy and that.
All right.
Az tries to educate the passenger so he doesn't make the same mistake again.
This is a receipt to say I've seized 5,200 cigarettes, yeah? I'm also giving you a warning letter. Remember about bringing in large amounts of cigarettes. Here's a copy for your records. This is, hang on, I'm finished yet, your copy yet. Premature there. That's for you, the original. Here, listen.
Come on.
You keep going away.
What do I need that for?
This is information about what you bring in, and there's a right to appeal as well. If you wait 2 minutes, you can get that as well.
The man is eager to leave.
Thanks for your time.
But if he doesn't want cigarettes seized from him again, he'll need to watch his step.
We get all kinds of people with all kinds of moods. Some people are quite happy and quite welcoming to a customs officer. Unfortunately, this wasn't one of them passengers, you know.
In Dover, the drivers who swore they had no cigarettes have been well and truly found out.
No cigarette.
And chef in here, no cigarettes?
No cigarette. I'm promise. I'm promise.
More fags.
In all, officers find more than 10,000 cigarettes in this devious driver's cabin.
This is the trouble. Sometimes it can be quite a long, convoluted process because you have got to literally check everywhere. You can't rely on the drivers necessarily to tell you the truth at any point, which is a shame. But obviously, if we did start believing people, we probably wouldn't find it. So.
Smuggling cigarettes is a serious crime, and both drivers must now pay the UK duty on the entire amount. If not, their lorries will be seized and they'll be walking home. The first driver is forced to pay nearly £1,000 on the spot.
One of the vehicles has been successfully restored for £985. The other driver can't afford to pay. He says he's going to pay tomorrow, so therefore it's seized, stays in our care until he's paid. Simple as that.
When it comes to cigarette smuggling, officers don't mess around. The man will leave with no cigarettes and no lorry. The cash-strapped driver asked for a lift whilst making a desperate call to the bank. After a cosy night together, he's vowed to return in the morning to pay off his £1,800 fine. At Gatwick Airport, a flight has just arrived from Antigua. Suitcases from the flight are unloaded and checked by sniffer dogs before passengers collect them in the terminal. One female passenger from the flight has raised suspicion. After passing through immigration, she was seen changing her clothes in the toilets. So UK Border Agency officer George has stopped her for questioning.
She actually changed outfits from when I saw her down by immigration when she was getting her passport swiped. When talking to her in the channels, she actually said that it's because she had a long journey and she had some soggy clothes which she needed to change out of. It's a suspicious activity. Normally people would just wait.
George carries out a routine search of the woman's bags.
When she went upstairs, I noticed that she had a carry-on holdall, which sometimes they can actually sneak drugs through their holdalls.
The holdall and its contents are taken away to be x-rayed. Officers will be looking for any hidden concealment. George continues his search of the woman's suitcase.
Yeah, that's okay.
The holdall gets the all clear, but the woman's laptop looks decidedly suspicious.
On the X-ray, it's sort of uneven as it goes, and it shows that there may be something inside. Yeah.
With concerns there may be drugs hidden in the laptop, it's taken away to a workshop to be properly assessed.
Okay, what's happened? Yeah, we've got a clear image, and it shows.
It may seem brutal, but the only way to find out if it does contain anything illegal is to break it open. It looks like their hunch was right. Officers discover a package they suspect to be drugs, stuffed inside the laptop. A simple test will be able to confirm their suspicion. At Birmingham Airport, it's the start of a busy evening shift. A flight has just come in from Gran Canaria, and Officer Mike is scanning suitcases for excessive quantities of cigarettes.
We're X-raying the baggage through this felt scanner here, looking primarily for cigarettes or tobacco, but there is a chance we may find offensive weapons such as flick knives or throwing stars and things like that.
Passengers arriving back from Gran Canaria have a strict allowance of just 200 cigarettes.
Okay, that one's got some square shapes in that may indicate tobacco. We'll have another look at that one in a moment.
Having found a large quantity of cigarettes on the X-ray, Mike will be keen to ask the owner of the suitcases a few questions. A man in shorts and a blue jumper collects one of the bags from the luggage carousel, and as he proceeds through the Nothing to Declare channel, Mike steps in to intercept him.
Hello there, guys. Just step over this way a second. Just come over to the bench for me. Can we look at your passports, please? Not travelling with anyone else? Not travelling with anyone else, no. Just been a family holiday, is it? Yeah, how long have you been away?
For days.
Yeah. Where to?
Gran Canaria.
Okay. Whose name was it booked in? Who actually did the booking?
I
thought you said you weren't with anyone else.
No, 3 of us. I didn't even have it.
Oh, right. So you were travelling with these people, yeah?
Yeah, when you
right.
said 2 adults.
Well, no, I just say, have you travelled with anyone else? And you said no. But it's not a problem, okay. Yeah, you know what you can't bring in? Drugs, guns, knives, weapons, indecent material, stuff like that? Yeah, okay. You wear the cigarette restrictions from Gran Canaria? I can tell by the face. Okay, not sure. Okay, something you want to tell me?
Yeah,
cigarettes. Okay, how many have you got?
I genuinely don't know.
You don't know?
Genuinely.
Do you know how many you're allowed to have? No. 200? One sleeve, one packet. Have we gone bust?
200 sleeves, I think so.
200 sleeves. Okay, I guess we better have a look then, eh?
The man confesses to being way over his allowance.
Who are they for? Fair enough, I appreciate your honesty, mate. First time you've been caught? First time you've been caught? First time you've done it? Last time was what?
First time or not, it's going to be an expensive lesson.
Oh, dear me.
With 3 suitcases stuffed to the brim, the man could feasibly be arrested. Back at Gatwick, officers are about to run tests on a package they suspect to be cocaine found in a woman's laptop.
We've pulled a package out from behind the screen. All he's doing now is splitting it to take a small sample, which we can test on this cocaine reagent here, so which will give us an indication as to what type of drug it is.
The reagent will turn blue if the substance is cocaine.
It is there.
With a positive identification for cocaine, the news is now broken to the woman.
Carried out an examination of your laptop, and we have found a white substance hidden behind the screen. We've carried out a field test for cocaine, which has come up positive. So the time is 10:19. We're arresting you on suspicion of being involved in the importation of controlled drugs. You do not have to say anything. I'm not. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention one question, something which you later rely on in court. Do you understand?
As she's led off for further questioning, officers take this opportunity to use the cocaine as a training aid for sniffer dogs.
We try and educate the dogs on live concealment because we can't replicate that. You know, they've spent a lot of effort to sort of hide that concealment in that laptop. We just can't do that with our training samples. So now the dogs, their sort of learning curves just shot right up.
With the game now well and truly up, the woman's attitude begins to change.
This is for Hillary.
She may be laughing now, but all that awaits her is an empty cell. Officers stay with the woman while her belongings are checked in, and she's informed of her rights.
I just need you to sign on that top right corner, please.
Meanwhile, George inspects the cocaine concealment further.
There's a lot of work which has gone into this. This would be actually considered a deep concealment. For a rudimentary way of trying to, I suppose, disguise it from an X-ray was by covering it in foil. Obviously, it hasn't worked.
Right, just want to take your shoes off and put them here.
As the woman is checked into her cell, she starts to vent her frustration.
And if you do need us, in here. Just listen to me. Let us know if you need anything else.
Would you like to see the part of the block with the film, right? You want to see that part?
That's it. She's getting a bit upset now. When she was stopped, even when her computer was being x-rayed and everything, she was quite calm. But everyone's different. Everyone reacts in different ways, so There is no way you can spot a drug smuggler, is it? They come in all shapes and sizes.
One thing left to find out is the weight of the drugs.
So that's coming in at around about 530 grams. So depending on its purity, it could actually be quite substantial.
With an estimated value of £25,000, it's been a very successful day for the officers. Less so for the woman, who will have plenty of time to contemplate her actions. Back at Birmingham, officers are counting the massive haul of cigarettes a man has brought back from Gran Canaria.
You did realise that there is a limit when you'd actually become an arrestable offence. Okay, and you're going to be close. It depends on the value.
The man's friend who booked the tickets is also carrying 3 suitcases full of cigarettes. It's now a question of what penalty they face.
You have 36,000. It's a rather impressive 35,600 over the limit, because obviously the baby's not entitled to any. She's not yet 17.
With the man's friend also carrying a further 36,000, the total haul is just under the amount where they would have been arrested.
That one is a warning letter. Now, obviously, as you know, you sailed very close to the wind this time, and there is no other sanction than seizure. Okay, there's no fine, there's no penalty, there's nothing else. The warning letter is there to say,
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again, because next time it may be more serious. Okay.
It's a lucky escape for the 2 men, whose audacious attempt at smuggling cheap cigarettes would have netted them a profit of over £2,000 each.
Quite happy, did some checks on the people involved in both parties, and myself and my colleague were happy that they were first-time offenders from a customs point of view. Needless to say that the records will be maintained on them, and should they try and make another attempt, more punitive action may well be taken.
At Gatwick Airport, a plane has just come in from Kingston in Jamaica, a known source area for illegal drugs. As the last of the passengers pass through the customs channels, officers stop a woman who's just arrived home in the UK. After a routine baggage search and an ion scan swab test of her suitcase, traces have been found for cocaine. Despite the woman's protest, her suitcase is taken away for further tests.
I've done an ion scan on the bag. I mean, she's adamant she hasn't come anywhere near drugs. She's adamant there's nothing in there, but I've got to find out why. I've got a reading for 2.55. What do you do for a living?
I was writing for a magazine out there.
What does your partner do?
He's a musician. Yeah, what is the situation?
Well, I'm still getting readings for cocaine. So you said you're travelling with your partner. I need to have a chat with him as well to see if we can find out why we are getting the readings.
The woman starts to become agitated with the suggestion that she's been involved with cocaine.
I'm not saying you've got it. All I'm saying is at the moment...
There's no actual cocaine.
Well, I haven't found any, so that's good. But I still need to find out why I am getting these readings. It might be that your boyfriend will be able to throw some light on it. I don't know until I've spoken to him.
But if he can't throw any light on it, what happens?
Well, at the moment, until I've spoken to him, I can't say what's going to happen.
Whilst waiting for the woman's boyfriend to arrive from immigration, officers become intrigued by some prescription drugs in the woman's hand luggage.
It's a strong medication. It certainly sounds it by that.
What if that could have set it off?
Pardon?
With questions to be answered, the woman's Rastafarian boyfriend is hurried through immigration, but he too is less than happy at the suggestion he's been involved with cocaine.
And it can happen from anything. You can have touched something that somebody else has touched.
No, I haven't touched nothing.
But you don't know that. You might have touched the... Listen to me. You might have touched the airlines.
Just relax, yeah?
You can pick up traces of drugs from anywhere.
Yeah.
You can pick them up from train
Well,
seats. You can pick them up
Yeah.
from airline seats. You can pick them up from being in nightclubs, pubs,
No,
bars,
we're not in
anywhere.
nightclub.
No, but this is what I'm saying to you. This is you can pick traces of drugs up, okay? And that can then contaminate the contents of your suitcase.
Okay, well-
So what we need to do is we need to make sure
Yeah,
that's all.
I'm a reggae artist, you know.
Okay.
And my wife not.
With neither passenger offering an explanation, further searches will be conducted to get to the bottom of the cocaine traces. It's the middle of the day at Birmingham Airport. A flight is due to depart to Dubai, and officers are using sniffer dogs to detect passengers carrying any quantities of cash.
Well, under the Proceeds of Crime Act 2002, anybody who's carrying more than £1,000, we're entitled to ask them about the origins of the money and what they intend to do with it.
Hello, so you're carrying cash on your body today? Yeah. Good boy.
We're trying to intercept criminal money going out before it commits a crime, before they go out to buy drugs, before they go out to buy cigarettes. So we hit them in the pocket where it hurts. None of us like losing our money.
If passengers can't provide evidence where the cash has come from or what it's going to be used for, officers have the power to seize the money and investigate the individual further.
We're going to search your bags over here.
It's over here, yeah. Come this way.
A man waiting to board the flight to Dubai has been pulled over for questioning. He lives and works in the UK and claimed he was carrying just £1,000. On further questioning, he revealed he's actually carrying £4,000.
Did you pack this bag?
No pack.
Who packed the bag?
Yeah, I packed it.
You packed the bag. Is everything in here, including the money, belongs to you?
Yes, it belongs to me.
Okay. Just going to give you a bag of quick check, sir, okay?
Yeah,
Do you have any more money apart from the wallet?
Yes.
Any more money?
No, just...
You hold that money there,
yeah.
okay?
With the flight about to board, officers will have just minutes to decide what to do with the man and his cash.
Is this your coat?
Yeah,
Any money in the coat?
No.
No money in the coat?
No, it's not.
No money in the coat?
Change.
Some change?
I think it's £100 something down there.
There may be some down there.
Yeah.
I know there is, because it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's, I think
But you said there was no money there.
No money there.
No, yes, I forgot, because yes, that one is someone.
You forgot you had money there.
Someone is £50, the cent is family.
It's very important you tell us about all the money, sir. I said to you, can you tell me about all the money? Then you remembered you had more money in this bag. Now you've remembered you have more money in the coat. Do you have any more cash on you anywhere? Any more on your person?
No, just this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Right, in your wallet there, do you have your national insurance card?
Yes, I have it.
Yeah, can I see it, please?
The man's dishonesty is ringing alarm bells.
Now, have you put your tax return in last year?
Last year?
Or this year?
Last year, no.
It's just
now,
a yes or no question. Did you put your tax return?
No, last year is
No.
in the pile.
Have you ever been arrested by the police or customs?
No.
No, never been in trouble? No, that's good, sir.
After confessing to not having completed a tax return, officers will conduct background checks on the passenger for further information.
As long as you've done everything right, everything will be fine. Can you take your money belt off just now, sir, and just show me all the money that's in the money belt you have?
Yes.
With the threat of losing his money, the passenger is starting to get upset with the interrogation. Reluctantly, he shows the contents of his money belt.
And in here, you say you have £3,000.
Yeah, £3,000,
Right.
yeah.
Now, the money here is not bank wrapped, sir. So is
Yeah.
it this money you've taken from your shop?
Yes, shop, yeah. No, it's bank.
Take a seat down there, mate, you'll be all right.
As the last passengers board the flight, the suspected tax evader looks unlikely to be leaving the country with his cash. In Gatwick, the Rasta passenger is being decidedly candid.
So as a Rasta then, do you use cannabis?
Yeah, I use cannabis, but I don't have none neither. Better when I find traces of cannabis, because I smoke cannabis. But no other drugs, I don't deal with crack and cocaine.
That's fine.
We also ban it, we have the
That's
money in the Royal
absolutely
Bank of
fine.
Scotland too, so we not transfer drugs and push drugs.
But you see, where you say that you're a reggae artist, okay? So where you do that, there could be people there who smoke drugs and smoke cocaine.
And I'm clean.
Yeah, but
Like
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So you could have picked up traces of drugs from there. You wouldn't know that you'd done it.
It's very hard for to label my lady like that, you know? You understand?
Officer Hazel takes the man's suitcase to the X-ray, but her colleague Sam thinks she might have worked out what's causing the high traces of cocaine.
We just have to check your partner, but what I think is happening is because of the drugs you're taking, it's reacting for the cocaine test. And that's probably all it is.
I've never even seen cocaine. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, but that's what it is. I think that's what it is. It's because you've got really strong medication. And I think that's where it is, because you're taking it. When you sweat, it goes into your pores, and then it goes onto your clothing, then you're putting your clothing in your suitcase. And that's what's contaminating it.
Hazel's search of the man's suitcase comes back clear as well.
Okay. That's fine.
You okay, princess?
Yes.
Yeah, man, Chris, man, everything Chris.
Despite the questioning, the couple are happy to accept that it's been a necessary interrogation by the officers.
Thank you for being understanding. Sorry for delaying you. Okay? Right, bye-bye.
He was fine because I sprang him out the queue and he was absolutely fine. He was charming, chatty, and the minute that you mention drugs, cocaine specifically, he was not happy at all. He's Rastafarian and to my understanding they use cannabis and don't have much to do with cocaine, but he got quite cross up here, but then he called me princess, so I figured it wasn't too bad. Nobody ever calls me princess.
I think they felt better when I said I think it's the medication.
Yeah.
In Birmingham, officers have just minutes to decide what to do with the man carrying over £4,000 in cash. Having lied about the amount of money he was carrying, background checks have been conducted, which have brought up more lies.
Do you know what being arrested is?
Not arrested.
No. You've never been arrested?
No.
Right. Well, our records show differently, sir. And our records also show you had goods seized at this airport as well. You said you'd never been in trouble with customs? No, you don't remember that either?
No.
OK, just wait for the other.
The PNC's got checks coming back for bringing in cigarettes into the Birmingham airport. 1,400, that was last year.
Despite his previous offences, today the main concern is the £4,000 in cash, which may be illegal income. Having failed to pay any taxes for the previous 2 years, officers decide to seize the money as they suspect him of tax evasion.
There is money. It's not money, no any money.
We haven't got time now to talk about the money, but you need to make a decision on whether you're going to travel or whether you're going to stay here to answer further questions in relation to the money and miss your flight. That's your decision. You're free to go, but the money's not free to go. You understand?
You can miss your flight and stay to speak with us, and you won't be flying today, or you can or you can go on the flight now, but your money will be staying here and will go before the magistrate in 48 hours. So you have to make a decision, sir. Do you want to fly or do you want to stay?
Reluctantly, he hands over all of his cash.
I don't want to handle the cash.
His case will go to court, and he'll have the chance to appeal the seizure when he returns to the UK.
And that's the reasons why the money's been taken from you, OK? Thank you.
With just seconds to spare, the man and his wife catch their flight, minus their cash.
If we hadn't done the last check about what taxes he'd paid, what benefits he'd been claiming, he would have been on that flight with that money. Because we did the check, we found out he hadn't paid his taxes, which therefore is the proceed of crime. So therefore his money's gone.